Hi, this is my JavaScript final project where I was supposed to create the game of war, and I did. It did start by creating 3 arrays, determining the values, the suits, and the faces of each card in a traditional deck of 52 cards. I created a function called createDeck, will essentially iterate the suits and values, and then I made sure that all of the values under J would reiterate as numeric values of their index, and then everything above J would also still link to their index, which you can see here. So the Q, queen, of course, is going to be linked to their index of 12, and all of the indexes are listed in parentheses here. From here, I did go ahead and borrow this piece of coding from from this coder here. And I did as well just essentially list the shuffle deck as their value, then their suit, then of course their index in parentheses. To start the game of war, I created a brand new function called game of war where I did reference the creating deck class here and then the shuffle deck, which I created above. I did use the splice method to essentially divide the amount of cards by 2. So player 1 is assigned 0 to 26 and player 2 is assigned 26 to 52. And the message of the game has begun is here. I did create a point system since at the end they will have a rally or a tally of all the points to see which player won. I created a loop to determine which player is playing first, which would be player 1. From here, I use the pop method. That way, of course, the length of the total array changes and the last element is used. And then, of course, I just console.logged how that would print out. So player 1 puts down 4 of diamonds, player 2 puts down 5 of diamonds. So in this round, player 2 wins. This is the if-else loop to compare the index of player 1 and the player 2 to determine who won for that round. And of course, that'll keep going for all 26 rounds since there's 52 cards in the deck. Perfect. And then at the end, I did console.log. The game of war has ended here. And then the final scores. Player 1 has blank points. In this instance, they have 11, and player 2 has 13. And then another if-else loop to determine and list the winner. In this instance, player 2 wins, and that is the full game of war. If we reload, it is still operable, it's dynamic, so the total is changing, which is great. In this instance, player 1 won. So that is my full project. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it.